the dignitaries to be please escorted to the stage by the Sergeants at Arms, District Secretary Keshav, District Secretary Harini, District Governor Fazal Mahmood, First Lady Sabiha Mahmood, Conference Chair Satish Madhavan and Sushita Satish, Councillor PDG Vishwanath Shetty, Rotary International President's Representative Rajiv Pokhrel and Anupama Pokhrel, Conference Secretary Rajaram, District Secretary Keshav, District Secretary Harini, our Chief Guest Swami Sukubodhananda Ji, Conference Vice Chair Naveen Karyappa, Inner Wheel President Veena Niranjan. Yeah. First Lady Mukta, requesting District Secretary Keshav to call the District Governor Fazal Mahmood. The District Governor has called the meeting to order. May I now request all of us to be ready for the Rotary Anthem. Request everyone to please stand for the Rotary Anthem. Requesting all of you to please remain standing for the national anthem of Nepal and India. Thank you all. Please remain seated. Naveen Karyappa, request you to please join us on stage. Now for the formal welcome address, may I invite Conference Chair Rotarian Satish Madhavan.
Good morning, friends. Did you all have breakfast? How was the breakfast? Good? Enjoyed? Okay. Friends, this is a very special occasion today. I know that every year we have district conferences, but probably this is the first time that we are having a physical district conference after 2 years. Last year, because of the pandemic, we could only have a virtual conference. I have attended most of the conferences, and this is one event that I always look forward to every year. I wish to extend a very warm welcome to our RIPR, Rotarian Rajiv Pokral and Ma'am Anupama Pokral, all the way from Nepal. Please give him a big round of applause. It's Jashan. I wish to welcome our chief guest for the day, Swami Sukhbodhanandaji, to this August gathering. Our gentleman governor, Rotarian Fazil Mahmood and Anne Sabiha Mahmood. A very warm welcome to you, sir. A very warm welcome to our conference counselor, PDG Vishwanath Shetty, sir, and Anne Mukta, ma'am. A warm welcome to the inner wheel chair, Veena Niranjan, ma'am. District Secretaries Keshav and Harini, they've been working very hard. A very warm welcome to both of you. My partners in crime, Naveen Karyappa and Rajaram Krishnamurthy, very warm welcome. I think we've been doing this from last evening here at this venue. And of course, to my dear wife who has joined me today, Susita Satish. A very warm welcome, ma'am. Friends, the district conference team extends a very warm and hearty welcome to our esteemed RI officers who are present here today. I can see a lot of you all, but I think a lot of the crowd has got mixed up. Please accept this sincere and warm welcome from the entire conference team and on behalf of our district governor and Anne Sabiha Fazil. Friends, no conference can go ahead and be a great event if not for the participation of our Rotarians. You know, we've had a start, stop, and now we are here after 1 year. This conference team has gone through a lot of trials over the period of 1 year. And I'm so happy and glad that all of you all have joined us today on this wonderful weekend, the long weekend in April, for a Saturday, Sunday of celebrating service to humanity. So I'm extending a very warm welcome to all of you all who have come here today. Also, a very warm welcome to our service partners, our service providers. We have Skyline Manju, we have a lot of other teams working the management of this venue. I would thank them and welcome all of them to this wonderful conference. Friends, as a conference chair, if there are any shortcomings in the next 2 days, I take full responsibility for it. I only ask that you bear with us if at all you find any shortcomings. Our idea is to deliver the best, give you all a good experience. We started the conference with this idea of having a better delegate experience. So there is a small challenge in the morning. It is the printer's devil which is kind of mixed up the registration tags. Our team is also trying to sort it out, but the tags are not important. You are our esteemed guest, and at no point of time will we think otherwise. You will be, for the next 2 days, our most important person or delegate, and we will do our best to make your experience a happy one. Thank you for bearing with us, and once again, a very warm welcome to all of you all.
Thank you, Rotarian Satish Madhavan. It is now time for us to pay our homage to the dear departed Rotary friends. For this, may I request PDG Rotarian S. Nagendra to offer Shraddhanjali.
ಭಾವಪೂರ್ಣ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾಂಜಲಿ. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಸತ್ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದ ನಮ್ಮ ಸುಮಾರು ರೋಟರಿ ಮಿತ್ರರು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಅಗಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ನೋವಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ಪಂದಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅವರ ಅನುಪಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದ ಬೃಹತ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು ನಡೆಯುವಂತಾಗಲಿ ಎಂದು ಆಶಿಸುತ್ತಾ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನಗಲಿದ ನಮ್ಮ ರೋಟರಿ ಮಿತ್ರರಿಗೆ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾಂಜಲಿಯನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸೋಣ. ನಾನು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಹೆಸರುಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದ ನಂತರ 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಎದ್ದು ಮೌನಾಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೌರವ ಸೂಚಿಸೋಣ. ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಈ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ ವರ್ಷದ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸಿಂದ ಈ ವರ್ಷದ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 2 PDGಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಲೇಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಗವರ್ನರ್ ವೆಂಕಟ ನಂಜಪ್ಪ and late past district governor Shrikant Chhatrapati. Late Rotarian Naresh Kumar Chaudhary, late Rotarian Brahma Swaroop and late Rotarian Vinay Kumar from RCB Junction. Immediate past president late Rotarian Ravi Nedingwadi from RCB Midtown. Late Rotarian Nityananda, Rotarian Shankar Narayan from Rotary Bangalore, Rotarian K.N. Chandrasekhar from Rotary Southwest, Rotarian Ramanand Bellare from Platinum City, late Rotarian Muniratnam Naidu from Mulbagal Central, late Rotarian Balkrishna C. Shetty from Orient Gateway, Gorpade SB from Bangalore South, R.G. Bhatt and R.N. Sharma from Whitefield Central, Sheshagiri Rao and Merrill Mohta from Cantonment, Vijay Kumar Achar from Indiranagar, Prasanna Kumar from Rotary Koramangala, M.R. Shankar from Bangalore West, Sundar from Rajajinagar, and Dr. N.V. Muninarayanappa from BG Nagara. Friends, K.L. Ramesh from City Center, Devraj, Vasant and Shambulingaya from Kengeri Upanagara. Friends, we might have missed a few because we depended on the list given by the presidents. May now request all of you to raise and pay homage to the departed soul. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಅಗಲಿದ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೋಟರಿ ಮಿತ್ರರಿಗೆ ಸದ್ಗತಿ ಪ್ರಾಪ್ತಿಯಾಗಲೆಂದು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Thank you, PDG Rotarians Nagendra. Now for the conference overview by PDG Vishwanath Shetty.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. District Governor Fazal Mahmood, gracious First Lady, RIPR Rajiv Pokhran, and gracious Lady, our distinguished Pujya Swamiji, Sukhbodhanandaji, our chief guest, other distinguished members on the dais, fellow Rotarians, ladies and gentlemen. It's been quite some time that I've addressed at a conference, and there are so many new clubs that have been formed in the last 2-3 years. Many Rotarians do not know the old past district governors. I thought I must introduce in a minute. I am B.R. Vishwanath Shetty, past district governor, belonging to the Rotary Bangalore Midtown as a charter member, was a district governor in the year 88-89. Probably Fazal and Satish Madhavan thought that they must use my services as a counselor for this conference, even though the past few years have stopped all these things. I could not say no to both of them. And I must thank them for giving me this opportunity, because it gave me an exposure to the core team of the conference, who have been working so hard for the last 8 to 9 months, coming every alternate day, every day to my office, for not able to spend much time for the meetings wherever they had convened. But still, the enthusiasm and the ebullience they have shown, the dedication and commitment, I'm sure you're going to really enjoy the conference today and tomorrow. There will be shortcomings. It's not that every conference is going to be perfect. But then, as Rotarians with a large heart, let's overlook that and enjoy the camaraderie and the fellowship that we have joined together in the service of humanity. I compliment each and every member of the conference committee. I really don't want to take the names today, right now, but probably at the end of the conference I would like to mention the names. But I look forward that each one of you spend precious moments of joy, happiness, and sharing your fellowship and friendship with your fellow Rotarians. Incidentally, I'm very happy today that we have a chief guest, Pujya Swamiji Sukhbodhananda, who was a junior in my college. As soon as I came here, he recognized me, and I haven't met him for decades together. It was really nice that I could reacquaint myself with Swamiji, and I'm looking forward to hear his words of wisdom, as much eager all of you are. Swamiji, we are indeed blessed today, and I'm looking forward for your address later. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the conference.
Thank you, PDG Vishwanath Shetty. Now for the formal introduction of our district governor, may I request Lieutenant Governor Events Vimala Mallappa.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What do Barack Obama, J.K. Rowling, and D.G. Fazal Mahmood have in common? They are all Leos, and our DG's birthday falls on 3rd August, to be precise. Leo's sign is ruled by the sun, and the ruling element is fire, and the zodiac symbol is the lion. Both these symbols define the Leo characteristics. Like the crackling fire, Leos tend to be warm, passionate, and dynamic. And like the lion, they are strong, brave, and determined to achieve what they set out to do. They set their sights on huge goals and pursue their goal with single-minded determination till they achieve it. And D.G. Fazal proved it right by setting a mammoth target of raising funds for 117 free heart surgeries to commemorate 117 years of Rotary, and the mega musical Eternal Lata Mangeshkar, the Nightingale, was indeed a roaring success. Leos are known for their strong fervor when it comes to love relationships. They are noted for being lively, fun-loving, and honest in their individual connections, demonstrating their enthuse for life. You see this coming on strong in our DG with respect to his family. Born to illustrious parents, Srimati Zubeda Naz and Father Shri Afzal Ahmad, DG Fazal and his gracious aunt Sabiha have raised a beautiful family with architect son Danish Mahmood, married to Sania, a software engineer, and daughter Masira, an interior designer, married to Ayman Athaz, a brand consultant and insight director. The district first couple were recently blessed with their first grandson, Zedan. In professional relationships, Leos are known for being energetic, creative, innovative, and eager to take on leadership at work. The steep rise in his professional success as an architect since 1986 under the banner of Matrix Consultants has resulted in the construction of educational institutions, commercial complexes, boutique residential villas, mosques, corporate and residential projects. The Leos can channelize their characteristics of their namesake, the lion, to do great things for both themselves and those around them. Compassion and large-heartedness are prominent traits of a Leo. His commitment to social and community cause has earned him prestigious posts on many organizational boards. He is the vice chairman of the International Association for Religious Freedom, life member of the Youth Hostel Association of India, founder, trustee, and vice president of Indian Foundation for Global Peace Education, member of the United Religions Initiative, advisor and mentor to Basangudi Youth Trust, vice president of Crescent Institutions, governing council member of the Crescent First Grade College for Women, to name a few. The Leo personality is most commonly known to exhibit kindness, large-heartedness, and leadership. It's probably these qualities in DG Fazal that set him off on the Rotary journey. His entry in 1979 as a charter member of Rotaract Club of Jayanagar saw him take on the mantle of leadership of the club in 1984 and as the secretary of the multi-district Rotaract Conference. He did himself proud by bagging the coveted Outstanding President Award. He joined RC Metro as a charter member in 1993 and took the hot seat in 97-98 to bag the Best Club Award. And there was no looking back for him from then. He served at the district as the DRRC thrice, zone governor, assistant governor, district secretary, district director coordinator, conference secretary, district director, youth services, chair ICGF, and the list goes on. He has been a facilitator at many a district and club training programs at the PETS, SETS, District Assembly, COTS, AGTS, to name a few. Leo the lion is around, the lioness can't be far behind. First Lady Rotarian Sabiha Mahmood was the charter president of the Inner Wheel Bangalore Metro. She's an active member of Vision 20 Trust, working for the upliftment of the downtrodden women. The Leo shows preparedness. Anyone can vouch for this after the meticulously planned and executed training sessions. He brought his learning at the international level into the district during the training sessions and ensured the Rotarians took away key learning. The ICGFs on club service, youth, international, public image, vocational services were well planned with rich content. The strength and vitality of the lion, the Leo, helped DG complete 141 the governor's official visits in spite of the pandemic, lockdowns, and whatnot. The abundant energy has driven him to take up need-based and sensitive service projects and execute them effectively. The distressed, disadvantaged, and the vulnerable section of the society has greatly benefited from this generous person. Zero hunger, Sahayoga, avoidable blindness, Sahakarita, Human Milk Bank, Margam, Project Warmth, Sukh Sandhya, Vidyanidhi, Aram Cloth Pads, Gramalakshmi, Kamadenu, Poshan Mas are a very few of the projects he has been passionate about. The Leo trait in him ensures he drives himself hard to achieve great results in the membership drive. Pulse Polio program saw all clubs join hands with him. The Rotary Foundation, the Leo sets himself great goals. He dreams big and he sure will achieve it. Because they couple own self-confidence with a generous spirit, Leos often tend to be great cheerleaders for those around them, and District Governor Fazal does precisely that. Motivation, encouragement, acknowledgement, and appreciation come naturally to him. His monthly award ceremonies are a runaway hit with the Rotarians who strive to better their best time and again. A gentleman who has immense confidence in his Rotarians, a man in all modesty and humility, looks within to embrace humanity and serve to change lives. Ladies and gentlemen, with great pleasure, I present to you all our District Governor Rotarian Fazal Mahmood and his gracious and Rotarian Sabiha Mahmood.
Thank you, Vimala Malappa. Now for the inaugural address by our District Governor, Rotarian Fazal Mahmood.
Thank you, Vimala ma'am, for that kind words. Ellargu namaskara, a very good morning, Shubhodaya. Namaskaram. Rotary International President Representative, beloved past District Governor, Rajiv Pokhralji, His Gracious and Anupama Pokhralji, guest speaker this morning, Pujya Swamiji, counselor of this conference, just past District Governor Vishwanath Shetty sir, Mukta ma'am, His Gracious and Mukta ma'am, esteemed past and future RI officers and their gracious partners, Conference Chair Satish Madhavan and His Gracious and Susita ma'am, Conference Co-Chair Naveen Karyappa, Conference Secretary Rajaram Krishnamurthy, Inner Wheel Chair Meena Niranjan ma'am, DRR Anurag Patwari, District Secretary Keshav, District Secretary Harini and DLV, Changemaker Presidents, Game Changer Partners, District Officers, Dear Rotractors, Inner Wheel Sisters, Friends in Rotary, friends of Rotary, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to one and all. At the outset, I bring greetings from our RI President, Shekhar Mehta, and his gracious First Lady, Rashi Mehta ji. Dear friends, it's a pleasure to see here at our 45th District Conference, just celebrating service to humanity. A hall full of Rotarians is a sign of your commitment and passion to serve, and I am blessed to be part of this remarkable district. We inherited a legacy that would make anyone proud in the world of Rotary. Leading this wonderful district is a blessing. Our district is the third largest in the world with over 162 clubs spread over 45,000 square kilometers, covering 8 revenue districts with around 7,000 Rotarians, 19.5% women Rotarians. I think we'll have to put our hands together for the lady Rotarians. 201 road track clubs, 11,000 road tractors, yearly projects worth over 100 crores, which benefit about 1 lakh of beneficiaries. Dear friends, this legacy was passed down to me by our past district governors who have set very high standards of governance, integrity, and commitment to our ideals. I request our esteemed RI officers and their gracious partners to please rise and be recognized. Put your hands together for these wonderful tall leaders. Life has taught me many lessons, but the best learning has happened by working alongside some of the finest Rotary leaders. I am blessed with the opportunities that have come my way, and every role had a phenomenal takeaway for life itself. You have played a role in shaping the person that I am today. I have leaned on your shoulders many a times for ideas and guidance, and you have always shared your experience and thoughts. I wish to thank you for supporting me in my journey thus far. The success of a Rotary year is determined by the presidents and their partners. They are the flag bearers of all that we stand for and hope to achieve. We were very clear on the way forward when we named ourselves as the change makers. Change is inevitable, and you change maker presidents and game changer partners to rise and be recognized. You have strived to carry forward this message to your clubs, members, families, and friends of Rotary. I bow before you for your dedication and commitment. To have an accomplished, dedicated, and committed group of district officers in our team is a blessing indeed. For some, your role is in part a passion for service in this long journey, and for many others, a pit stop on your way to even bigger and greater responsibilities. Either way, knowing and sharing responsibilities of leading a district alongside you has been a learning experience, one that I would cherish for the rest of my life. I request our district board members to rise and be recognized. All my district board members, thanks a lot for all your support and guidance. Dear leaders, you have been instrumental in engaging and empowering the clubs to push their boundaries. I thank you and salute your commitment and dedication. It has been a roller coaster ride for all of us from the day one. Despite the challenges of the pandemic and the prevailing uncertainty of a peaceful future, you have consistently engaged, empowered, collaborated, and we have now come together here at the conference to celebrate all this and more. I'm sure you're enjoying the conference. We must thank the conference team led by Councillor, past District Governor Rotarian Vishwanath Sethi. Sir, thank you, sir. And our chair who has diligently been working for months together, past President Rotarian Satish Madhavan and his dedicated conference team for putting together a 45th District Conference just. May I request the conference team members to rise and be recognized. I'm sure they are spread all over the venue. Thank you, Satish. Thank you, Rajaram. Thank you, Kiran, and complete just team. I always thought that anything large, voluminous, or big would move slowly until I compiled our district reports. Despite being the third largest district, you have moved to prove the strength of an elephant and the speed of a cheetah. Let each and every one of us be the ambassadors of Rotary in the truest sense when we as leaders work together in communities. This year, I am truly proud of our wonderful projects. The projects are innovative, impactful, and profoundly have changed a lot of lives. Unique projects conceived by all of you have been scaled to district level after successful launch and implementation at your club and community. This could go on to other districts to benefit communities across the globe. We have some ideas which began at the club level and today are working wonders across the district. For example, Kamadhenu, Gramalakshmi, to name a few. Our Zero Hunger Project initiative is now supported by most clubs of our district, and we believe that it is helping people, especially those who are affected by this COVID-19 pandemic, which has created poverty and inequality in our communities. This addresses basic needs for human survival. 2 Zero Hunger drives towards Mandya and Tiptur saw large-scale participation from both Bangalore and outside Bangalore clubs. These were observed as Rotary Days of Service and a huge public image opportunity. Hosabelaku project, a project focused on poor urban settlements, wherein about 50 of our clubs have undertaken projects in the 7 areas of focus with a special emphasis on girl empowerment. We are beginning to see positive results and is being highly appreciated by one and all. We urge more clubs to take up this project. Sahyoga partnerships, the collaboration between 2 Bangalore clubs and 1 outside Bangalore club for promoting friendship and joining hands for meaningful projects has taken off very well. We are seeing substantial interaction between the clubs leading to remarkable projects. We have supported this with district grant and urge clubs to do more. The blood donation drive, which we started on July 1st, the new Rotary has started. And in the very first month, we had a lot of mega donation drives across District 3190. Within the first week of July, more than 20 camps collecting more than 2,000 units of blood were collected. As of now, more than 18,000 units of blood have been collected. Dear friends, we have a target of 25,000 blood units to be collected in the next 74 days. As of now, more than 18,000 blood have been collected so far, as I had said. Sukh Sandhya, care for the abundant citizens. This is a project where we express our gratitude to our seniors who have made our world what it is today. We are amazed and heartened by the number of clubs that have evinced interest in this project to take senior care homes for the poor under their wings and upgrade them to a decent standard of living, and also build a social connect between abundant seniors and this society. What better way to do but through our very own Rotary clubs. We are also proud that Rotary has sponsored 2 mobile medical units which carry doctors and support staff to all these old age homes by rotation to attend the elderly. Women's health and women empowerment. Several programs have been held in this focusing women's well-being. This apart, the Grama Lakshmi projects saw many takers, and we hope that Rotarians help these self-help groups to build their customer base. I think if we go to name the innovative projects this year, the day will go by. Just to name a few, we have the handing over of e-Sanjeevani by Rajmahal Vilas Club, handing over e-scooters to public health centers for their outreach. Yes, a round of applause. Project Warmth, where we distributed 10,000 plus blankets to the ones who did not have a roof over their head. And of course, large-scale planting of trees and regeneration of many lakes. The Human Milk Bank, enabled by Rotary Bangalore Junction, is an excellent effort to reduce infantile mortality among premature babies. Finally, I wish to congratulate all our Chainmaker presidents and Rotarians for doing novel projects and helping the needy. Keeping your clubs vibrant and promoting fellowship, extending Rotary, and working towards our RI President's clarion call of each one bring one. My dear friends, all the Avenue Service Directors in the next 2 days will present what each Avenue of Service has done and what we have achieved in each area of focus. For Sabiha and me, the last 9.5 months has been a fascinating journey. The Governor's official visits have given us insights into the clubs and has been a wonderful learning experience. I wish to thank all the clubs for making us feel special. Thank you, and together let's serve to change lives. Have 2 days of wonderful interaction, of fellowship and friendship with a lot of learning. Thank you for being with us here this morning. Let's serve to change lives. Thank you so very much. Ellargu ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Thank you, District Governor Rotarian Fazal Mahmood. Now for the audiovisual presentation of the introduction of Rotary International President's Representative, PDG Rajiv Pokhrel.
Known for his fun-loving, witty and hard-working nature, District Governor Rotarian Rajiv Pokhrel was born on 30th March 1967 in Kathmandu as the second child to father Daya Chandra Upadhyay and mother Sneha Pokhrel. He did his initial education from St. Xavier's Kathmandu before joining Mount Hermon School, Darjeeling. He completed his MBA degree from Kathmandu and is involved in banking, hydro and export. He has served as an executive member, secretary and vice president of Finance Company Association Nepal and executive member of Management Association Nepal. Besides this, he loves to cook, read and travel. He has extensively traveled to many countries in Asia, Europe, Australia, North and South America. Rajiv is married to Anupama, also a Rotarian, and they are blessed with 2 wonderful children. Elder son Rahav, a medical doctor, and daughter Astuti is pursuing a degree in law at Symbiosis Law College, Pune. Dr. Rahav is the president 2019-2020 of Rotaract Club of Manipal Medical College and Astuti is the member of Rotaract Club of Symbiosis Law College. Rajiv has also written many articles in banking and finance, which are published in various newspapers and magazines of Nepal. His journey in Rotary began in the year 2005 when he joined Rotary Club of Kathmandu Metro. He immediately started enjoying Rotary and quickly rose to the position of president in the year 2010-2011. After serving in the district as Raila Committee Chair, District Training Committee Chair, Assistant Governor and Fundraising Chair, he was elected as the District Governor nominee in the year 2017-2018. Before serving as the youngest governor of District 3292, Nepal and Bhutan in the year 2021. Rajiv and Anupama are second label major donors and both their children are Paul Harris Fellows. Despite the pandemic during his tenure as the governor, Rajiv added 1,400 new members in his district with a net growth of 1,000 members. He chartered 24 new Rotary clubs and 28 new Rotaract clubs. In his governorship, 57 new global grants were approved, which was the highest number in the world. $700,000 worth of COVID-related projects were also completed. His dedication and hard work earned him 12 awards in membership, foundation, and public image. It is the highest number of awards District 3292 has received so far. Always keenly dedicated to service, Rajiv has been involved in many service projects in Nepal. The major ones being establishing a community hospital in a remote district of Jajakot in northwest Nepal, distributing more than 1,000 wheelchairs, building more than 1,000 biogas digesters, construction of 500 toilets in rural Nepal, and installing many dialysis machines in various government hospitals. Rajiv has attended RI conventions in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Seoul, South Korea, Atlanta, USA, Toronto, Canada, Hamburg, Germany, and served as Rotary International President's representative and assistant regional coordinator. Ladies and gentlemen, District Governor 2021, Rotarian Rajiv Pokhrel.
May I now invite the Rotary International President's representative, PDG Rajiv Pokhrel, to address the gathering.
Good morning. How are you this morning? So nice to see so many of you here at this district conference. District Governor Fazal, the First Lady of the district, Sabia, Chair of this district conference, Rotarian Satish, Council of Governors, our Chief Guest, Swamiji, and all my Rotarian and Rotaracts friends. Namaskara. Namaskar. Namaste. Let me bring to you the greetings of our own, very own Rotary International President Shekhar Mehta and the First Lady of this world, Rashi Mehta. They have wished for the success of this conference. Similarly, I bring to you the greetings of my district governor, Santosh Rizal, and more than 6,000 Rotarians of District 3292, Nepal and Bhutan. My wife Anu and me and I have been honored to be in your district for your district conference. I remember when Shekhar called me and said, Rajiv, you have to go to one of the strongest club of India, and I know you have to be strong also. So, I was here. I know my flight got delayed, but yesterday, your district governor, with the help of many of your district's Rotarians, took me to showed us to many of your, few of your projects, and I tell you, they were fantastic projects. We went to the dialysis center, the diagnosis center, the blood bank, those fantastic projects. And I know those are just tip of the ice. I know this district has done much, much better projects than those. And I know you have done many, many projects. So you all should feel very proud of yourself, especially the Council of Governors who have led this district so well. So congratulations to each and every one of you, and feel proud and give a loud applause for yourself. I think you deserve a big clap. Congratulations, fantastic. दम नहीं है भाई, ताली में दम नहीं है. See, I'll tell you, that recently there was a research done by the British Medical Association. And what they found out was the person who clapped the least, his hair became like mine. So people, be careful. Start clapping. All the ones who do not have hair, clap. You may get it back. And all the ones who have, start clapping so that you won't lose your hair. And ladies, don't laugh. That applies to you also. Sachin Tendulkar was once asked, "What is the secret of your success?" And Sachin said, "The secret of my success is being at the nets for practice at 6 a.m. So this journalist asked him again, are you at the nets at 6 in the morning, even if you score a 0? We all know Sachin seldomly scored a 0. But still, he said, yes, that gives me even a better reason to be at the nets at 6 in the morning. So the journalist asked him again, what happens if you score a century or a double century? Do you still go the very next day to the nets at 6 a.m.? And Sachin says, yes. The journalist asked him, do you not celebrate your success? You have scored a double century. Do you not celebrate that? He said, my celebration is being at the nets at 6 in the morning. Friends, we all have our ways of celebrating. We Rotarians also celebrate. And this is where we celebrate, at the district conference. Many of non-Rotarians always have accused us and have said, oh, look at these Rotarians. They only drink, dance. They have money, they spend money. But I say, no. Yes, we celebrate, but we celebrate for a reason. We celebrate because we bring smile on a mother's face whose sick child has been taken care by a Rotarian. We celebrate because a father's child has been taken care for his education by a Rotarian. We celebrate because a wife gets a tap full of water on her doorstep so that she does not have to walk an hour to fetch a bucket of water. We celebrate because we serve the humanity, and we celebrate because we serve to change lives. Yes, friends, we have to celebrate, and this is where we celebrate. So for the next 2 days, exchange ideas, showcase your projects, meet your friends, make new friends, eat, drink, dance, and be happy as you can, because this is the time to celebrate. So are we ready to celebrate for next 2 days? Dam nahi hai bhai, are we? Fantastic. We are going to have a great time in this district conference. And I tell you, your district governor has chosen a theme of Jasan. That's what it is, celebration. Congratulations, district governor. I think you have chosen a very right theme, because after 2 years of quiet and not doing much, now we are here to celebrate. So fantastic theme, and we certainly will celebrate for next 2 days. But friends, along with the celebration, we have responsibilities also. Our RI President, Sheikh Harda, has given us a responsibility. And the first and the foremost, each one I think you have forgotten. Have you forgotten our president's name? Each one, bring one. How many of you have brought a member this year? That's not even 25%. You still have another 2.5 months left. We have to, every one of us have to be able to get at least one member. I got 4 this year. I know you will do even more better than that. See, membership has always been a challenge, right from day one. In 1905, when Paul Harris started his club, the Rotary Club of Chicago, he had 4 members: Gustavus, Hiram, and Sylvester and himself. But after a couple of years, Gustavus and Hiram left. So the challenge for membership has been from day one and is still there today. So our RI president wants us to overcome that. He wants us to grow. So we all have to work hard on another 2.5 months and get new members. And more than that is the retention part, which you really have to take care of. Recently, Johns Hopkins University did a research with Rotary International, and what they found out was Rotary does not have problems getting members. Rotary's problem is not retaining members. So I always give an example of a hotel. You know, there is a hotel which you can see across the street. It's a beautiful constructed hotel with a wonderful, very attractive facade. You know, and so when you look at it, what we think is, oh, this hotel must be very good. The rooms must be fantastic. The toilets must be fantastic. The walls must be having great paintings. The food must be excellent. The service should be very, very good. You know, we think of that. And with that expectation, we go inside the hotel. Once we enter the hotel, if we find everything to our expectations, we stay there. But if the hotel is not up to our expectation, if the service is not good, if the rooms are not comfortable, if the toilets are not good, if the staffs are not polite, what do we say? Oh, this hotel only looks good from the outside. I think I have to find another hotel. Our club also is the same. Rotary, the emblem, has given us that facade. It looks beautiful from outside. But what is inside is your club. It's how you treat these members, how you look after them, and do you fulfill their expectations or not? So that is where we have gone wrong. We have not taken care of our new members. My friends, we need to take care of that. Because members have come in, members have enrolled in, but what has not happened is we have not been able to retain them. So this last 2.5 months of this Rotary year, Governor Fazal has to work hard with his presidents to make sure that no one leaves. I tried so hard. I tried really, really hard. Even despite my, motivating the presidents and the assistant governors, I still lost more than 300 members in the last 1 week of last year. So it's very difficult. Presidents, you really have to be careful and not to lose members on the last week of June. The other thing the RI president want me to tell you is about, of course, empowering a child. Especially in South Asia, empowering a child has become a big challenge because we have got so many, especially girl child, who have not been able to go to the school at all. So one impactful project can make a big change in the lives of theirs. So we have to think of impactful projects where we can empower a child or a woman or anybody for that matter. I remember doing a biogas project in Nepal, in one of the remote areas of Nepal, where we were building about more than 100 digesters. What we realized was in the later part, the waste from the animals was not enough to produce sufficient biogas. So what we encouraged them was, why not use human waste? Because that particular village did not have proper toilets also. So that open defecation was a big problem. But they were very reluctant. How can we cook food cook food in a gas that is produced from human waste? But somehow we managed to convince them. And we told them, okay, if you build a toilet, we will construct a biogas in your house for free. So that was a global grant that I did. And finally, we managed to get many toilets, and with that, from there, all the biogas to many houses. Now, what changes did it make to the village? Of course, the open defecation was gone. Then, the ladies did not have to go and fetch woods for a long time. The health improved because there was less of smoke. The children did not have to help their mother, and they could go to their schools. The women started to go to adult education. So, it started to change the whole face of this village. So I took a journalist there, and I told them, you only write about politics. Why don't you go with us to this village and talk to these people? What changes have brought in their life? So when we went, of course, the mothers were happy because they didn't have to go and fetch woods, and they didn't have to sit in front of the fire and get infected by the smoke. The children could go to school on time, come back home, and start studying. But there was one grandmother who was there, and she said, I'm very happy for one reason. And we asked, what is the reason? And she said, my son-in-law has started to come and visit me. So we wondered, why? Doesn't your son-in-law come to your house? And she said, no. He was not coming because there was no toilet in the house. Now that you people have built a toilet, my son-in-law has started visiting me. So that itself made her very happy. So what we thought was, it empowered 3 generations. Just that one project empowered 3 generations. One, the girl child could go to school on time, come back from school on time, and do their homework on time. The mothers did not have to sit down and cook food for hours because the biogas was there and the health was also very good. And thirdly, we thought we even empowered that 80-year-old mother, because what else at that age, what else do you need? You need that happiness, and she was happy because her son-in-law was coming home to visit her. So you see, one impactful project makes such a big difference. That is what we all need to think. How can we empower a woman? How can we empower a child, a girl child? That is the thing that we really have to think. And that's what our RI President Shekhar Da wants us all to do. And the third thing, my friend, which our RI President has asked me to talk to you about is the strategic plan. I know I was talking to your district governor the other day, and he said, yes, we have our strategic plan, our district strategic plan, and all the clubs have their club strategic plan also. But let me ask the presidents, how many of you, the president-elect for this year, how many of you refer to your strategic plan before you plan your year? How many of you? Can you raise your hands? Who go back to your strategic plan every year? Who review your strategic plan every year? Any of you do that? I don't see any hands. Just one. See, that is the problem. That is the challenge we are facing. That strategic plan is, every club thinks that strategic plan is only made for the district governor's visit. But friends, strategic plan is like a rudder of a ship. In a ship, when you're on the sea, if you do not have a rudder, the captain would not know where he is going. He would not know his final destination. And the captain changes every 8 hours. The new captain comes in. If there was no radar, what would happen? One captain would drive the ship towards east, the other would come and take it to the west. If there is a wind blowing, maybe that will like push the ship in other direction, and the ship will start going in all the directions. But what makes the ship travel in its correct direction? It is the radar. So your strategic plan also is like a radar. Your leadership changes every year, but if you have a proper strategic plan, that plan will take your club in a correct direction. So I urge each and every one of you, please make sure that you follow your strategic plan. I know most of your clubs have a strategic plan, but please implement those. So these are the three things I want to talk to you about: the membership, empowering a girl child, and of course your strategic plan. Your very famous industrialist Ratan Tata said, if you see the moon, you see the beauty of God. You see the sun, you see the power of God. You see the mirror, you see the best creation of God. So believe in yourself. Yes, my friends, we all need to believe in ourselves. We all are Rotarians. We need to believe in ourselves. It was just that one Rotarian who believed in himself, who believed in Rotary, and got up and said, let's eradicate this polio from the face of this earth. And we all know the rest is history. We are this close to eradicating polio from the face of this earth. So friends, let's believe in ourselves. Let's believe in ourselves and bring that one, work to bring that one new member in our club. Let's believe in ourselves and work to do one impactful project for our club. Let's believe in ourselves and contribute at least something to the foundation. And let's believe in ourselves to serve, to change lives. I wish you all the best. Let's have a great time. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Rotary International President's representative, PDG Rajiv Prakal, for your passionate address. May I now call upon Rotarian Shrikant Bhagwat to introduce our chief guest, Swami Sukubodhananda ji.
Good morning to all of you. In the last few years, I have had the occasion and privilege to introduce many a personality to distinguished audiences. But it is a rare privilege to introduce such a personality as we have today, and you will soon see why. At a time when many of us were figuring out the venue for our next party, there was this young lad, Dwaraknath, who was asking questions about happiness. Why does happiness keep coming and going? Why aren't people happy? Or how does one continue to be happy? While his friends would speak of going high on drugs, Dwaraknath would wonder how to be on a high without drugs. This constant questioning and desire to understand the secrets of creation led him to join the ashram of the great sage Swami Chinmayananda. At 20, he was the youngest amongst his batch at the ashram. His disciplined sadhana earned him the praise of the great master, who told him that he had God's grace and must never turn back. Eventually, Swami Chinmayananda blessed him to spread the teachings of the Upanishads to the world. Even though there were many mystics who recognized his greatness and asked him to continue his sadhana in the Himalayas, he did not get distracted from the mission his master had given him. And so the same lad, Dwaraknath, who came to be called Brahmachari Nitya Chaitanya, and after his initiation into sannyasa, we now know him as Swami Sukabodhananda. His mission was to spread Vedantic teachings, and verily, Swami Sukhabodhananda has made that his life's mission. He has authored over 118 titles in multiple languages on how to live our lives in the right manner. He has even written in Tamil, and they have been such bestsellers that many say it has altered Tamil literature. His ability to translate complex philosophical concepts from the ancient texts to easy to understand principles for daily living has helped transform many lives and made many people happier. He is very well regarded in all circles, whether corporate or sports. He is known as a corporate guru, and he's also been the spiritual coach to the Delhi Daredevils cricket team. He has been invited multiple times to the World Economic Forum at Davos, and even by our very own Prime Minister Modi to address senior bureaucrats and bankers. The Times of India rates him very high as an orator. And very importantly for us here and now, he has been awarded the Rotary Seva Ratna and also the Personal Excellence Award from Rotary International. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great privilege to have Swami Sukhabodhananda with us today at the district conference. Let us welcome him. We are very eager to hear you, sir.
Thank you, Rotarian Shrikant Bhagwat. Before we go on to listen to the address of Swami Sukhabodhananda ji, may I request the audience to please remain seated. There is a lot of movement in the hall causing disturbance to the program. Request you all to please cooperate. Said we are privileged to listen to Swami Sukhabodhananda ji. Request you all to please take your seats and limit your movement. Thank you. May I now request Swami Sukhabodhananda ji to give us the keynote address for today.
Thank you very much. Governor Rotarian Fazil and members on the dais and dear Rotarians, good morning. After a nice breakfast, it's very difficult to listen. When your Madhya Pradesh is full, Uttar Pradesh hardly works. So if you don't mind, can you get up, give a little smile, clap for the organizers. Right, please sit down. Thank you, thanks a lot. I saw the title of your Rotarian Jasn. It's a Urdu word Jasn, which means celebration. From there it is triggering spontaneous to me, Jazba. There's a beautiful Urdu shairi which says, प्यार का जज्बा नया रंग दिखा देता है, अजनबी चेहरे को महबूब बना देता है. So I think, as the international president was telling, it is easy to become a Rotarian. To sustain is difficult. I think if you can bring pyar ka jazba, the power of love, power of enthusiasm, and in this conference, spread love, spread happiness, smile if you don't want to smile also, right? Life will be beautiful. Can you do that? Yes or no, sir? If you understand, smile. If you don't understand, smile. Because Lord Buddha says when there is problems and tension, smile at the tension and the tension will disappear. When your wife is bugging you, internally smile and you will find you will enjoy that bugging. Right, now please see, he gives not the best who gives the most. He gives not the best who gives the most, but he gives the most who gives the best. If I cannot give bountiful, yet I will give freely, and what I lack in my hand, I'll supply it with my heart, for the heart of education is the education of the heart. So in this conference, if you can bring your heart to every speaker who is speaking, whether boring or not boring, just from your heart, you will find like a mother who loves the kids, making all type and enjoys it, you will really enjoy the conference. Can you do that, please? It seems, an American comes and visits. An American comes and visits the financial capital of the country, Bombay, and in front of stock exchange, India is growing, blah, blah, blah. And in the front of stock exchange, he's shocked. He was shocked to see so many beggars. And he was shocked, so many beggars in front of stock exchange, the financial capital of the country. And he found one beggar, when he goes to give money, all right, he had kept both his hands spread apart. And the American says, why have spread both your hands? To which he says, business is doing very well. I have extended another branch. Sir, beggar very successful, but internally a beggar. The American was utterly confused. He doesn't give money. He goes to the next beggar. Fortunately, he had one hand stretched. The American went to gives money there, and then American recognizes, I have seen you somewhere. The beggar also says, I have seen you somewhere. Oh, have you come to New York? He says, no, but this is the first time I've come to Bombay. Where have you seen? And the beggar replies, the Bombay beggar replies, we are friends in Facebook. So technologically, we are very, very savvy, but inwardly a beggar. There's a beautiful shairi which says, Mandir or masjid क्या गजब की जगह है. मंदिर और मस्जिद क्या गजब की जगह है. भिखारी लोग बाहर भीख मांगता है और अमीर लोग अंदर भीख मांगता है. Everybody is begging, begging, begging. A man gets married to a woman, he is begging happiness, she is begging happiness. When two beggars gets married, only beggary increases. And therefore, most of marriages, engagement ring, marriage ring, suffering, enduring. So in this conference, don't be a beggar of happiness, can you be a giver of happiness, sir? Thank you very much. जिंदगी फल दो फल है, जिंदगी फल दो फल है, इसमें नहीं तो आँच और खल है. जी लो जिंदगी इसका इस तरह, जी लो जिंदगी के इस तरफ कि जो भी आपसे मिले वो यही कहे यही जिंदगी का सबसे हसीन पल है. The poet says, whoever meets you, because life is so fleeting, whoever meets you must say, oh, you're the most beautiful person I have ever met. Can these two conferences, this conference, can you be that juicy being? Can that contribution, the jasper, can you be, whoever sees you, what a beautiful being you are? Can you smile a little, please? Sir, that is possible if you know how to give. Give a smile, give a good look, and Rotarians are good in giving. But in your giving, add that flavor, add the flavor of celebration, add the flavor of love. हर पल में प्यार है, हर लम्बे में खुशी है, खो दो तो याद है, जी लो तो जिंदगी है. In every moment is love. A Telugu poet said, Shri Rama ni nama entu ruchira. Palu ni gadalakanna panchadara chilakalaganna, O Rama ni nama entu ruchira. The very name Rama is so beautiful. It is honey, milk and cream put together. Can your presence in this 2 days conference be your project? You are so juicy. As Sant Kabir says, right? Aisi vani boliye, man ka aapha koi, auran ko sheetal kare, aapahu sheetal hoy. Means, if you don't understand Hindi, I'll say in Sanskrit, jihwa me madhumattama. Sorry, can I have a little water? Sorry. Jihwa me madhumattama. Let honey flow through your tongue. Thank you. Thank you, man. Let honey flow through your tongue. So in these 2 days conference, if you can speak sweetly, inspire people, give the power of love, for the power of love is God, but unfortunately, be it in Rotary or Lions, on politics or religion, we don't have power of love, we have love for power. And love for power is ego. And ego is spelling is what? E-G-O, edging God out. If you can be in the conference without ego, with innocence, a smile with innocence, talk with innocence, inspire with each innocence, and if you can give the giver's delight of giving, not only money, giving your love, giving your aliveness, giving your understanding, you will find this conference is going to be at the peak. Can you do this as a project, please? Yes or no? See, some of your yes has no dum. When you're no dum, you're dampati. Pati ka dum nahi hai na, wo dampati. So give me some dum, please. Sir, thank you very much. So therefore, this is there. You know what happened? Unconsciously, we trade love for power. We trade money for power. And when we trade love and money for power, power crushes you. The ego crushes you. It's like Sharma and Varma were on the boat. Both did not know swimming. Sharma fell down from the boat. And Varma knows Sharma does not know swimming. And therefore Varma gives out his hand and says, Sharma, give me your hand, give me your hand. And Sharma is such a kanjus. Give me your hand means giving is not in his Shabdakosh. It is not his vocabulary only. Then Varma realizes, says, Sharma is such a kunjus. Give me your hand, he does not know. She changes and says, take my hand, take my hand. Then he gives out his hand. Sir, people are like this, even smiling. In a dukaan mein jayenge to even smiling, he'll add some tax now. Give me a smile, sir. Be alive, be juicy. This is the giver's delight. And if you have this giver's delight, you'll find. When can you give love? When can you give happiness? When you can handle your mind properly. When you can handle your memories properly. Yes or no, friends? If you have memory of divorce, many of betrayal, many of memory of upset, many of memory of frustrations, you will find you can never be happy. Rabindranath Tagore simply sees a dewdrop on a lotus leaf, poetry comes out. And Kuppaswamy sees Niagara Falls and dysentery comes out. Mera gaon mein pani hi nahi hai, sir. So inside, you see, I've seen a lot of people, all happy memories they keep in a pen drive. All happy memories they'll keep in a pen drive. And all miserable memories they'll keep in the heart. And naturally you can't be happy, sir. Isn't it? Naturally you can't be happy. If you have to be happy, please understand, learn to manage those memories. Be happy right now. What time is it, please? What time is it? It is a time to be happy. The place to be happy is now. The place to be happy is now. The way to be happy is to make someone happy and create a heaven right now. So you can just be happy with wife, without wife, in spite of wife. With problem, without problem, in spite of problem. If you can be happy, you will see automatically you start learning to give. And I'm sure a lot of Rotarians have got this giver's delight. Yes or no, friends? Right? Learn to give. But a lot of people can't give because their mind says, Swamiji, this has happened to me, that happened. My situation in life is miserable, Swamiji. My situations in life, you get married to my wife, let me see, your name will be Ananda. Every time, situation. There's a very beautiful poet who said this. तकदीर है मगर किस्मत नहीं खुलती. तकदीर है मगर किस्मत नहीं खुलती. ताजमहल बनाना चाहता हूं मगर मुमताज नहीं मिलती. And he's unhappy because paristhiti ankul hoila. Right? And the Lord says tathastu. Right? He meets Mumtaz. So the paristhiti situation is happy. When he's happy, he should be happy, no? Tell me yes or no? But again he is unhappy. He writes the poem. तकदीर है मगर किस्मत नहीं खुलती. मुमताज मिल गई है मगर शादी नहीं करती. Again miserable then unhappy. The Lord says tathastu. He gets married to Mumtaz. So paristhiti situation is ankul. He must be happy or not? Again he is unhappy. Then again he writes, he gets married to Mumtaz. He's unhappy, still unhappy. Then he writes a poem, तकदीर है मगर किस्मत नहीं कुलती, महल बनाना चाहता हूं मगर मुमताज नहीं मरती. ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಹೀಗೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಮನೋಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಖರಾಬು, ಮನೋಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಖರಾಬ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಕೂಡ ಖರಾಬು. Please understand, therefore you can't be happy, sir. And when you can't be happy, your love has no dam. And when there is no love, you cannot give. You may give money, but in the money, so much of demand for respect, so much of demand for power, so much of demand for position. Therefore, there's a beautiful Sanskrit Subhashitam. Please listen carefully. Your life will change if you understand this. Sanskrit Subhashitam, which says, what is worship of the Lord? Yena kena prakarena yasya kasyapi dehinaha santosham janayet prajnaha tadeva ishvara pujanam, tadeva ishvara pujanam. This alone is the worship of the Lord. Santosham janayet. Create happiness in whatever situation. That is the worship of the Lord. Can you Rotarians do that? Create happiness, sir. In this 2 days conference, just be happy. Be cheerful. I know all of you have done makeup, beautiful this, right? With Oriflame products and Oriflame lerta, right? But bring the inner flame. As a Sanskrit poet beautifully said, Hastasya abharanam danam. The ornamentation for the hand is not the bangles. I'm seeing ladies all well decked up. So it's a Hastasya abharanam danam. Satyam kantasya bhushanam. Speaking the truth is the ornamentation of the neck, not your necklace. Shrotasya bhushanam shastram. The ornamentation of the ear is not your diamond rings, but listening to good thing. Tadeva ish. He says that alone is the real bhushanam. Hastasya abharanam danam satyam kantasya bhushanam shrotasya bhushanam shastram kim bhushanaihi prayojanam. You don't need external ornamentations if you can bring this. Can in these 2 days conference, can you speak the truth, listen to good things, smile? I'm still seeing people not smiling. So if you can take this as a project, sir, when you serve for somebody, there's a giver's delight. And when there's a giver's delight, you will find that is the true contribution. You're with me or not? Yes or no? Right? So therefore, please see, you're all so handsome and beautiful, well-dressed. Fortunately, your face is naked. So give a little more wonderful look, sir. In this 2 days conference, when you meet people, smile, give it a life, listen to good things, speak good things, and let your eyes be luster, and then you will find, as this beautiful Urdu poet says very beautifully, since Jasn is a Urdu word, I'm using more Urdu, because if you use Sanskrit, you will not understand. Right? So therefore, it says beautiful. Please put an attempt. How many of you understand Hindustani? Raise your hand. Yeah. Hindustani means Hindi, English, and Urdu there. Right? And Urdu is an Indian word, so therefore Indian language, don't get upset. Please see, it says, Lako Sura Chandrama. This is a project for you. Lifelong, but especially this 2 days conference. Lako Sura Chandrama Kurban hai mere husn par. Please put an attempt to listen. My dog does not know Hindi, Kannada, Telugu or Sanskrit. But whatever I say, the dog understands. I'm sure you are more evolved than a dog. So listen. Lako Sura Chandrama Kurban hai mere husn par. Adbhut chhavi ko dekh kar aine mein tara gaya. If you don't understand, also say wow wow. Don't understand, say wow wow. Many think your wife says you don't understand, but still you are with her. Say wow wow. You know what it says? Your face is beautiful because of the blessings, kurban of what? Lako Suraj Chandrama, suns and moons, lakhs of moons has blessed you. Kurban kiya. Lako Suraj Chandrama, kurban hai mere husn par. Adbhut chhavi ko dekhkar, seeing my magical, wonderful face, aine mein, in the mirror, tara aa gaya. Tara means sitara aa gaya. The star came to the moon Star came to the mirror to see the beauty of the moon, beauty of the face. Or Tara means the mirror cracked. Tara is another word in Urdu, means cracked. The mirror cracked looking at the wonderful face of yours, which is the blessing of whom? Lako Suraj Chandrama. Can you have that project, please? Even a beggar, if you don't give money also, give a smile, give a prayer. You give 1 rupee also, soak it. हर पल में प्यार है, हर लम्बे में खुशी है, खो दो तो याद है, जी लो तो जिंदगी है. Can you do that, please? And if you do, please see, it is not what you give is important, but the power of love, the power of purity is the real contribution. Yes or no, sir? Can you take this as a 2 days project, lifelong project later on? 2 days project, then if you start living your life, sir, if you start living your life, you will find, you will become so sensitive, you will become grateful to life. How many of you are grateful to life? Very few of us are really grateful to life. And if you have gratitude, you should be grateful the organizers are doing such good work. You should be grateful you have the power to help people. Are you grateful? In the tongue you may say grateful, but you feel. How many of you know Tamil? Raise your hand if you know Tamil. All right. என் நன்றி கொன்றாக்கும் உய்வுண்டாம் உய்வில்லை சே நன்றி கொன்ற மகர்க்கு. The great Tirukkural, he says, if for kama, krodha, lobha, you have prayaschitta karma, if you don't have gratitude, your life, there is no repentance. Nandri bhavana means gratitude you should always have, sir. Be grateful you have eyes. Be grateful you have a kidney. When you go to the toilet, be grateful. Apart from the toilet working, your body toilet is also working. And if you are grateful, sir, and with the gratitude, you will even smile at a servant, your smile will be much more richer than you giving 1 lakh. So for me, that is the delight of giving. And if each one, you don't have to have a big power of money. You need a big heart, sir. As Sant Kabir says, Poti padi padi jagmuwa, pandit bayana koi, dhai aakar prem ka, pade se pandit hoy. By reading books after books, you don't become a pandit. You need the power of love, sir. And if you can do that, bring gratitude, bring smile, bring juiciness. As Kabir says, let honey flow through your tongue. Right? If you do this, this conference is going to be at the peak. Then you will definitely have conflict. I have addressed many Rotaries, internationally also here. There will always be differences. There will always be somebody pulling the leg. Always there will be some ego issue, always slack issue. But as our ex-Prime Minister Vajpayee ji, in his pure Hindi says, हार नहीं मानूंगा, रार नहीं ठानूंगा, काल के कपाल पे लिखता हूँ और मिठाता हूँ, मगर गीत नया गाता हूँ, गीत नया गाता हूँ. My hair stands erect when I say this. हार नहीं मानूंगा, I will not accept defeat. रार नहीं टानूंगा, I won't create conflict, he says. Our ex-president, Prime Minister Vajpayee, हार नहीं मानूंगा, रार नहीं टानूंगा, काल पे कपाल पे on the forehead of time, लिखता हूँ, I'll write. And if it doesn't work, मिठाता हूँ, I'll remove it. मगर गीत नया गाता हूँ, गीत नया गाता हूँ. I'll sing a new song. Every time I'll sing a new song. And I'm sure in any organizations, there'll be ups and downs and conflicts will be there. And if you can just bring this, then you'll find conflicts will not crush you. Problems will not tumble you. Problems will only humble you. Lastly, I want to say, sir, let everything be a wonder, sir. Let everything be under Adbhuta Rasa, we say in dance. And Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita says, Ascharyavat vadati, Ascharyavat pashyati, Ascharyavat shrunoti. If seeing is a wonder, listening is a wonder, talking is a wonder, understanding is a wonder. If you don't understand, that is also a wonder. Some of you don't understand, that is also a wonder. Sir, are you experiencing wonderment? How many of you are experiencing wonderment? Raise your hand. I doubt it. Because in tongue we are very knowledgeable. Is there a wow feeling? I'll say this and end my session. and North Indian comes, deep north, comes to Chennai. And there was 2,000 people like this, and Shairi session was going on, Hindi, Urdu, Shairi. And Tatu, Chennai, core Chennai. Chennai is, Tamilians are always against Hindi and all this blah, blah, blah. And he was shocked, 2,000 people. Shairi session is going on. Right? And the man who's saying the Shairi, a Tamilian on the stage with dhoti, namam plug behind. He's saying a Shairi, dabba pe dabba. On all Madrasis, wah, 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 wah. That North Indian was utterly confused. What type of Shairi, sir? क्या अल्फाज की रवाई है डब्बा पे डब्बा इसके क्या वाह की बात है and the Tamilian says Amidi calm down he says dabba pe dabba us pe dabba on all the Tamilians dhoti they fold and lungied hands they jump on the chair. This man North Indian utterly confused. Generally he is confused. When he comes to South India he'll get more confused. 20 minutes is going on, dabba pe dabba pe dabba pe dabba, on all Madrasis, wah, wah, as though they're going through some orgasm. This fellow's BP went up. He pulls the person next to me and says, "Arey, kya shairi hai? What type of shairi this is? Dabba pe dabba pe dabba." And the Madrasi says, "Chodo yaar shairi, forget about the shairi." Then what is this wah, 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 wah? Arey, dekho kya balance hai, dekho na dabba pe dabba. क्या शायरी को देख क्या अल्फाज को देख रहे हैं आप सर दिस इज वंडरमेंट सर एंड लॉर्ड कृष्णा इन द गीता सेज एवरीथिंग शुड बी अ वंडर आश्चर्यवत वदति आश्चर्यवत पश्यति आश्चर्यवत शृणोति कैन एवरीथिंग बी अ वंडर एंड वन ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट्स हु डिड माय वर्कशॉप टोल्ड मी स्वामीजी ऑफ डूइंग अ वर्कशॉप whenever my wife nags me Swamiji internally I'll say wow and then I realized my wife is 8th standard fail, but in her nagging there's so much of communication skills. There is pace, pause, pitch, punctuation, voice modulation, open statement, close statement, funnel technique, multiple clauses, disarming technique, and preemptive strike. All communication skills. So, luft se mil gaya, muft se mil gaya, free communication workshop, sir. If you have wonderment, everything is a wow. Another student of mine says, Swamiji, whenever my boss bugs me, I'll just change my drishti and see how beautifully his mustache goes up and down, up and down. And I'm a painter. It gives me sort of feedback how to paint. Because his mouth is like a hippopotamus, goes up and down. Sir, somewhere enjoy life. Are you getting, sir? Please enjoy. If the speaker is boring, enjoy. Because you have learned from the speaker never to be a speaker like this. If you go through a diverse, enjoy your freedom. Because if one door closes, another door will open. There's no shortage of men and women in India. Are you getting, sir? So the moment you enjoy, teach others how to enjoy. The moment you love, teach others how to love. The moment you learn to have adbhuta, teach others. Tell me, more than money, this is the greatest education. Are you getting, sir? Lastly, I'll end up. Again, Vajpayee ji is my favorite poet, who says, all right, very beautiful. It's a little hard Hindi, but you will understand. Put in effort. My dog understands, you will understand. Vajpayee ji expression says, Bhari dupari mein andiyara. Can you repeat? Bhari dupari mein andiyara. Bhari dupari mein andiyara. सूरज परिछाई से हारा अंतरतम का नेह नुछोड़े. Okay, you don't repeat it. There's a new tension for you. He says, Bari dupari mein andiyara. In the peak of afternoon, there is andiyara means darkness. How can in afternoon be darkness? Bari dupari andiyara. Suraj परिछाई से हारा. The aftab, the kurshit, the sun, was defeated by the shadow. How can shadow defeat the sun? Suraj parichayi se hara. Means this is the mystery, sir. It is impossible in the peak of afternoon to be dark. It is impossible for the shadow to defeat the sun. It is impossible for all of us to be miserable. But that is the Maya power it is happening. All because why? Antartam ka neha nichode. Means in your core of your being, sneha means bring love. He says, antartam ka neha nichode. Bring love from the core of your being. Buji hui bati, the wig which has blown off, sulaghaye, light the lamp. Aavo, fir se diya jalaye, aavo fir se diya jalaye. Come, let us light this lamp, sir. The impossible has happened, sir, all because we have not brought the antartam ka neha nichode. We have not brought love, sir. All right? And if you bring love in your life, sir, everything falls in its own place. Differences, religious differences, country differences, all fall. And therefore, if this can be a project for these 2 days to bring love or give the giver's delight of love and happiness, life will be extremely beautiful. Rotarians are doing this. I am only telling you to scale it up, scale it up, scale it up, and keep this as a kshetra for you to this connect to each other. And for me, more than money, more than hospitals, you make very good hospitals if we should do. And if a terrorist comes out of the hospital, Hitler comes out of the hospital, what is the use, sir? But if you teach them, right, how to love, how to be happy, sir, another Buddha will come, another Krishna will come, another Mahavira will come, Guru Nanak will come, not a Hitler will come. And that should be our deep project, apart from whatever seva that you are doing. Keep it. Naraseva is Narayana Seva. Serving the poor is serving God, not by money. Money is important, but is what I am saying. I wish the conference all the best. I thank you for welcoming me. I kept 2 watches, so I'll end in time. But your faces were so wonderful, I didn't check. I think intuitively I have spoken half an hour, which is given to me. So thank you very much. Enjoy the conference. If you don't enjoy also, enjoy, not enjoy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Swami Sukubodhanandaji, for sharing practical thoughts through your inspiring address. May I now request District Governor DG Fazal Mahmood to please felicitate Swamiji. Thank you. We now have a pleasant announcement to make. There are 2 recognitions received from Rotary International. One for PDG Asha Prasanna Kumar, who has been conferred the Meritorious Service Award. Meritorious Service Award from Rotary International for PDG Asha Prasanna Kumar. May I request you, ma'am, to please come over. Congratulations and thank you, ma'am. Flight Lieutenant PDG K.P. Nagesh has been conferred the Service Above Self Award by the Rotary International. As he is away at Evanston for the COL, request First Lady Uma Nagesh to please come on stage for the recognition.
Rotaractors and volunteers from the conference team, can you please assist or request people to settle down in the seats? We're seeing a lot of movement in the hall. If somebody wants to step out, they can step out, but the rest of the people who are in the hall, I request you all to settle down.
Congratulations and thank you, ma'am. Now for the announcement of the 46th District Conference, may I call upon Conference Chair for the Rotary Year 23-24, P.V. Rai, to please come on stage with his team.